At California Psychics, we know that sometimes you can wake up thinking,
I don't know if I'm in the right career. Ew. Or the right relationship.
but whatever your life dilemma, at California Psychics, we'll give you the guidance you need to feel certain about your life choices. And because we only connect you with the very best, we guarantee if your reading isn't life-changing, it's free. California Psychics. Call 1-800-PREDICT today and get 20 minutes for just $20.
Looking for a dealership that truly cares about you? Discover the difference at Toyota of Bellingham. Here we prioritize on providing a world-class experience, not just making a sale. Toyota of Bellingham's mission? To build lasting relationships and be your go-to for all things automotive, sales, service, and parts. With a stellar 4.6 Google rating and being voted the best dealership in 3 counties for 4 consecutive years, we're dedicated to excellence. Toyota of Bellingham, where customer satisfaction drives us. Visit our showroom today or check us out online at toyotaofbellingham.com.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
Welcome to the Men's Room Appy Hour, broadcast exclusively on Odyssey. Let the shenanigans begin.
Hello, Michelle. Welcome to Men's Room Appy Hour. Episode number CIVM.
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 There we go. I wrote it down.
CM Ducks. CM Wings.
Technically, that'd be like
KRPN.
well, 896.
No.
If you want to do all the way from the M. Because you got the C, which is 100.
That's right.
Then you got the I is 101, but you subtract that from the V, which so
CIVN.
that'd be 104.
Right.
So you got 104 with CIV.
Minus
Assume
M.
we subtract it from M. That would be 896.
M's 1,000?
M is 1,000.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I knew.
Yeah.
I was just waiting for you guys.
No, you killed it.
I was going to say 40 because of Cal Raleigh. Episode 40? Is that where he's at? 40?
41.
41.
He's already up, dude.
Shit.
Yeah.
41. Episode number 41.
I mean,
And my God, the
What
Mariners made moves this week.
I didn't see what he did
Jesus.
last night against the Rangers, so I don't know if he's still at 41.
Oh, yeah. That's a good
Yes,
point.
yes.
I missed that game, too.
Friday morning.
Friday morning.
None of this is pre-recorded.
That's right.
This is all live.
We did this last year. What is it? What are the plans for the weekend? You guys going to Seafair? Are you guys doing anything?
So the current plan, right? The mother-in-law is a huge Seafair fan. Goes and sees the planes every year, dude. So we're trying to rope the aunt in there as well to make our way up here probably Saturday and go watch the planes. So that's going to be pretty cool. And then honestly,
where are you going to go?
So more of the air show than the boats.
Correct. Yeah,
Okay,
it's all about the Blue Angels on there. And there's a lake that we go to out east. I don't know for sure.
Maybe like Lake Sammamish or something.
I think so.
You can. I would tell people too. You can hop on the Google machine and find. There's different spots. Like I know Madison Park Beach is great, but you gotta have chairs set up by frickin' 8:30.
You gotta be ready to go for sure. And then it's WWE weekend. It's SummerSlam, baby. Saturday, Sunday, we're gonna be vegging out, and it's SummerSlam time.
Where is that?
It's in New Jersey this year.
You think they'll do a tribute to the Hulkster?
They did that last Friday. So they might have something, but they kind of already addressed it. They had everybody out there, did the 10-bell salute for the Hulkster and all that.
Also, they're done.
They're probably all done with that.
Once they do the 10-bell, that's it.
Yeah, but it being SummerSlam.
Well, seriously.
No, I know.
No, that's it. That's all they do. Then they never bring him up anymore.
They're done. They did the 10-bell.
Macho Man, 10 bells, never heard from him again.
I wouldn't be shocked if somebody had some sort of a tribute in like an entrance or something like that, because SummerSlam's kind of the WrestleMania of summertime.
Right.
It's like the big, like, we're halfway through everybody's stories and whatnot, so it's gonna be elite.
I mean, I know they have pay-per-views every month, but to me, as like a non-wrestling fan, those are the big ones: SummerSlam and WrestleMania.
Hell yeah. And SummerSlam's kind of one of the last big ones before we get to the really fun ones at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
You know, the Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber, and all these really big ones.
Being a Tacoma guy.
Yeah.
Do you see the shit I see when I go down and play golf in University Place from Lewis McCord?
Okay.
The Air Force Base.
Yeah.
Do you see, like, last week, Blackhawks were buzzing the ground.
They fly over my house all the time.
Chinooks buzzing everywhere.
Those
like
giant freaking planes.
Well, the Chinooks are like,
What are those? The C-130s?
I think, dude, I have no idea.
because
I can't ever
last
tell from
week,
the ground.
last week it was 2 Blackhawks and 2 Chinooks. And they were doing all this shit, man, like all this maneuvering.
Yeah.
So they were not like in formation. They were breaking out, coming back
I
together.
haven't seen those guys out there. No.
Yeah.
Sometimes
that
I'll
was
hear
all
them.
last week. I feel like it's an air show down there every weekend.
Right?
Well, dude, Mike dropped me off once. My buddy had this nice property, but it was, I don't know how to describe it, but it was unincorporated King County, right?
Is that the one that I dropped you off at
Yeah.
before I lived in Tacoma?
Correct.
All right, I know where you're at.
So this is the buddy that, it was a big piece of property, so it had like a lower part too. So when I
Near
spent
Black Diamond area-ish, Flaming Geyser.
somewhere down there, yeah. So that week I spent there just living in that tent on the lower half, I was coming from the outhouse. It's also where I saw the bear. But same thing, I looked up one day, and there's just a Blackhawk. And I mean, I could see that guy's face. And he looked as surprised to see me in that opening.
Hey, what's happening?
There I was
Be
like,
sure to pee around the tent.
There's bears!
When you see, I mean, they're just doing training stuff, but when you see them that low, you're just like, holy.
Well, they had 2 weeks ago, they had a Big Bertha buzz the sound.
Okay.
And it was probably, it looked like it was 50 feet off the water. I know it was much higher than that, but it caused a wake.
Oh, my God.
So you don't realize how big those things are
Yeah.
until you see them at eye level. And it's still flying, and I'm like, oh my God, there's a fucking wave.
Yes.
Coming off both sides of the sound from this airplane. It's just it's insane how big they are.
Well, even with the Blue Angels flying up, the last couple of days they've been training out here kind of around where our building is at.
Yeah.
And I'll see them roll by and they look huge and then they go behind the buildings that we've got over here. So they're that far away and they still look freaking huge.
Oh yeah.
And then until they flatten out, then they look paper thin. That's terrifying to me.
What's the big folklore about Seafair? Was it the guy that rolled a 747
That is
back in the
story.
day? Is that
barrel rolled it or
he
something
barrel
like
rolled
that.
it like
Yeah.
he wasn't supposed to, but I guess he knew he could do it.
He knew he could do it, yeah, and
He's been working on him or whatever. He's like, fuck it, I'm doing it. And I don't think he was even punished because he pulled it off.
Because he's made.
Yeah,
he pulled it off.
He did like do it every year.
I mean, that's the equivalent
was
of the
like-
guy that, catches the kickoff in the end zone and runs it out.
Right.
And it's like, look, if you get a touchdown, it's
Good
all good.
job.
But the coaches always say the same thing. Great job. Don't ever fucking do that again.
That's right.
So I think it's the same thing with the barrel roll. Like, dude, that was great. Don't ever fucking do
Yeah,
that
he had
again.
like a DB Cooper legacy without stealing the money.
Oh, yeah. That was the 717 barrel roll.
Okay.
It's a famous barrel roll performed by Tex Johnston.
Tex
In a
Johnston.
Of
Boeing-
course his name is Tex.
In a Boeing 707 prototype
707,
during the 1955 Seafair.
If you nickname him Tex, he can do a fucking barrel roll.
You're damn right
That
he
is my
can.
belief.
Yeah.
If his name is
Yeah.
Buzz or Tex and
Right.
he flies a plane, I'm like, he can do whatever he
He'll
wants.
do a barrel roll and shoot a can off somebody's head at the same time.
Watch-
Now,
yeah, he's
so I'll tell you this, it's kind of crazy, but probably 3 or 4 years ago, I was in Walla Walla this time.
Ooh.
The week before this.
Get some wine.
So
The only thing
Wa-
sweeter
Wa-
than the onions is mouth.
yeah, Walla Walla is probably
Sorry.
Walla
I
Walla.
didn't mean to
Walla
make
Walla is a cool little town, actually. But I mean, it's in the corner. It's in the middle. I mean, you
Oh,
cannot
yeah.
get any more southeast.
Oh, yeah.
It's in the middle of frickin' nowhere. But you pass Tri-Cities, and you drive about another 45 minutes to get downtown to where the hotel was. You could hear those boats in Tri-Cities running on the Columbia River because they would have run this past weekend. They run there, and then they come, and then they run here. You could hear them an hour away, like they were right next door to you, downtown.
Yeah.
Because there's just nothing to stop that sound.
Whoa! I mean, you could hear them running in a town 45 minutes away.
Yeah.
In a car.
I mean, seriously, you're like, wow, that is fucking loud, man.
Yeah.
Like you don't realize it.
Not to mention, it's flat. There's nothing to pick up that sound
There
whatsoever.
really is.
So
No,
it
no,
reverberates in that canyon and just comes right back out.
But still, it's just like, what is that noise? People are like, oh man, they're running the hydros in Tri-Cities. I'm like, you mean like 45 minutes ago, Tri-Cities?
Right.
They're like, yeah. And I'm like, wow, that's really loud.
God.
I mean, the Blue Angels are awesome, but those hydroplanes, to me, is really what sets Seafair as like Seafair.
Oh, absolutely.
Because there's air shows all over the country. But I think those hydroplanes only have, 6 weeks out of the year? Right? I know they do them in Michigan.
Is that it?
Yeah, they go to Saudi Arabia
I want to say they go to, right.
Wisconsin.
They do them in the Tri-Cities. They do it here.
I'm surprised they don't do it in Baltimore. Not to be a homer, but just based on the way the waterfront is shaped.
I think it's just bad.
And the number of people that would show up
Yeah.
for that, man, that would be really, really fucking.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
Looking for a dealership that truly cares about you? Discover the difference at Toyota of Bellingham. Here, we prioritize on providing a world-class experience, not just making a sale. Toyota of Bellingham's mission? To build lasting relationships and be your go-to for all things automotive, sales, service, and parts. With a stellar 4.6 Google rating and being voted the best dealership in 3 counties for 4 consecutive years, we're dedicated to excellence. Toyota of Bellingham, where customer satisfaction drives us. Visit our showroom today or check us out online at toyotaofbellingham.com.
There's luxury, and then there's Monogram. At Judd & Black, you can experience both. Right now, with Monogram's 1 for you, 1 for free rebate, when you purchase select premium appliances, you'll get another absolutely free. Shopping at Judd & Black, you get personalized service, expert guidance, and luxury delivered. Browse online at juddblack.com or find the best deals in our Bellingham showroom off Exit 254. Judd & Black, your hometown appliance store for over 85 years.
Cool. Yeah. As long as you don't fall in the water. But it's getting better.
You could swim in the harbor now.
You can swim in the harbor. Yeah.
They've been working on it for like 15 years.
I was going to say, since we left, man, if you put your finger in that fucking water when we lived there,
go to the hospital.
You need to go to the hospital right now.
They weren't even kidding.
Is it bacteria? Is it
chromium.
radiation?
It was chromium. There used to be a massive, where the chromium plant used to be is now like a Four Seasons hotel, all that kind of thing, right?
Okay.
And they do all the remediation. But that's on land because you put a 20-foot cement cap on top of it. But the water itself, where they dumped all their shit, was where the quote-unquote inner harbor is, all right? So you were talking about those Red Bull...
Yeah, the downhill race,
what do they call that? The sculptural racing, whatever it is. So one of the big places for that is Baltimore. And a very good friend of mine used to work for Red Bull, and she was one of the people in charge of putting it together. And they do it internationally. So there's a thing called Federal Hill, and these people roll down Federal Hill, pretty steep hill, directly across to the water, launch themselves off of this big-ass ramp, and go into the water. You're going for distance, okay? Now, these guys spend a year building these things. And as she said, we couldn't tell them the truth about it until after they'd done the jump.
It's biohazard.
So these guys would do their jump, right? They land in the water, the crowd goes crazy. And then they would take them to the hospital, and that's we have to destroy your vehicle. And they're like, what? And they're like, we can't, like, legally, we cannot give this back.
So what's the point of the chromium? I'm an idiot. What do we do?
Whatever
chromium
a lot
for?
of it used to be in like car paints and stuff like that.
Okay.
Back in the day, and like anything.
This is all just byproduct waste.
Yeah, because you have these big industrial cities, specifically on the East Coast. So, automobiles became big in the U.S. We had a massive chromium plant there producing all the paint for all these automobiles. And back then, you just threw everything into the water. They still do, but back then you could do it openly. And so they've done chromium in. All right, well, times change. Automobile industry dries up a little bit. Industries move other places. And you go, well, okay, this company has now moved to wherever they do this shit. It's not in Baltimore anymore.
Right.
And they sell this land back to the city, and they're like, right, but
it's
this is a radioactive. I mean, not even radioactive.
Think about
toxic.
Think about the nuclear pond at The Simpsons with a fish with 3 eyes.
Yeah.
Right.
That's kind of like
that's what that
you
show
could
was.
see a dude in Dundalk with an arm growing out of the middle of his back.
I mean,
that's just totally normal. They had 3-arm shirts for him.
But they,
Baltimore's got some weird
for years
shit.
it sucked too, because like it's cool now, but like my cousin lives down there, and like I guess like almost like Pasadena. And it's a nice newer neighborhood, but like
it used to not.
It used to be awful. I remember I had a different like second cousin live there, and you'd go walk on the beach, but it was like do not touch the water.
Like when the waves go,
but it looked
back
nice.
up, man. It looked great. That's the thing about water, unless it's algae or something that turns it green or red. Like you don't know. It's just clear water, and they're like, bro, don't be fooled. So what's fucked up about it though is they used to have the typical like paddle boats that people take out on the harbor, and there were signs in the boat, there were signs on the dock, like don't get splashed. And you're paddling, or the pedal boats. It's kind of hard not to do that. So you get in these things. I'm like, well, the bottom of it's wet. And they're telling me that shit is toxic.
Yeah. There's two communities. There's a sailing community, which is basically the bay. And then there is a speedboat community, which is the ocean. So if you were on the Atlantic Ocean, you got the cigar boats, you got the Coke Bros, you got the guys, pulling people
Cigarettes.
inner tubes. Yeah, big cigarette boats.
Yeah.
You get in the bay, and you've got guys who are racing to Rhode Island and they're going up and
New
down the
Hampshire,
coast.
yeah.
So they're like, yeah.
Motorboats
So
headed
it's
south,
more-
sailboats headed north.
Yeah,
That seems to be the general thing.
It's sweater not on, but the sleeves over the top of your front.
It's an accessory.
And then there's
really
no
is.
sleeves on the motorboats.
Right.
Going to
I
Miami.
think that's the reason Baltimore doesn't have these, because
They
it's
both-
just more of a sailing community.
Yeah, and they both have beer, but yachts and power boats have cocaine,
Yeah, that's
That's
different.
it.
right? Sailboats have a little bit of
They have
beer,
wine and
weed,
weed.
and wine.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I had to
So-
explain this to my kid fairly recently. He was, I don't remember, it was something on the news, but they're talking about a sailboat. They brought up a motorboat. Maybe they collided, whatever it was. And I just said, that is the difference between cocaine and weed. Right? The motorboat, that is all coke, man. Nobody wears sleeves. Everyone's got Oakleys, not necessarily on their face, but somewhere on their head.
Sure.
And then the sailboat, where they're smoking weed, like Miles said, they're wearing a sweater. They just don't have their arms out.
I had a buddy who owned a bar in downtown Annapolis. So there's a boat show, and it goes like 2 weeks of sailboats and 2 weeks of power boats. He would always take 1 week off during the sailboat people, and he owned the place because he was tired of listening to his staff bitch.
Okay.
Because they're very particular about their food and their orders. They're the guys that want stuff on the side. Does this come with this? Allergies.
Right.
Sailboat people. They're exactly who you
Sailboat
think they are.
people have allergies.
They're cat people, all right? But they are so frugal, because a lot of them, they are living on those boats. They are coming in from the show, but they're sailing in. And if you're a sailboat enthusiast, you're cheap as shit. You really are. It's just the way it goes. He was tired of hearing all the staff bitch, his bartenders bitch. He would do it for a week, but he couldn't do it for 2. But then he would double stack their shifts for the power boaters, because that's when the money comes in. That's when the
Right.
cocaine comes in. That's when the tippers come in.
Oh, yeah.
The big spenders. Hey, give me a shot of the best tequila you got. Where
For everybody.
You know, like the sailboat community was like, do you have a corking fee? Like, you can't bring your own wine in here.
Oh my God.
Like, you'd have to tell them, like, those kind of things.
Gotcha.
When you know damn well you live in Maryland, you can't do that. You know, like, it
It still throws me off when my friends do it in restaurants like in other states or here or Oregon. I'm like, we're just gonna walk in with the champagne. He's like, yeah, man, relax. Like,
okay.
It feels weird.
It does feel weird.
It does. Dude, I live here and that feels weird.
Well,
Like,
it's like
drink what they
walking a
got.
restaurant with your own food. You know, you wouldn't feel right. about it.
I got a buddy. We all know him. So they had a big birthday party at his place over the weekend, and there was like 30 or 40 dudes. But I don't know what their deal was, but they kept leaving the bar, going outside. The car is parked out in front. They have like this huge ass handle jug of some kind of whiskey, right?
Oh, God.
So they're walking
Parking lot
out
shots.
in front on the street, popping the hood and pulling this thing and handing it around, and then going back into the bar.
Nice.
And he goes out there and is like, "What the fuck, guys? Like, I'm hosting your fucking party, and you're fucking drinking in the You're drinking in the street, essentially.
Yeah.
And like, this is how I make money. Like, I'm not.
No, that's just a car.
No. Like, I'm not fucking serving you guys anymore. I'm kicking your ass fucking out unless
Right.
you stay in here and and
buy my
drink,
shots.
drink what you're supposed to, and not go outside every time you want to fucking do a toast.
Right.
And fucking toast it in the street.
Come on, man.
And then walk back in and just like, yeah, I'll take another rain here.
Right, you're taking up my bench.
Suck my dick.
Get the hell out.
Like, what the fuck?
By the way, those hydroplanes, it's literally 5 races: Alabama, Madison, Indiana, Tri-Cities, Seattle, and San Diego.
The guy we were talking to earlier this week who wrecked the dragster.
Oh, yeah.
300 miles an hour. That's what he did before he. Remember, he told us.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right. He's like, I was in hydros and said, fuck it, and changed my game. And
That's a death wish, man.
started doing dragster.
He got close.
Yes, he did.
I don't
Lost
know,
a finger.
man. Would you rather be in one of those boats when the nose comes up and you flip that fucker in the water?
Yes.
Or would you rather just crash on land? I don't know.
I'd rather crash in the water just because water has more give.
Yeah.
Not a lot. I'm just saying.
Not at that speed,
Upside
man.
How about
down,
that
freezing
speed?
cold water, you're strapped in. Like,
Hell no. I would rather wreck a monster truck.
Not the monster truck.
Not
That
the-
guy's
the
dragster.
going
NHRA,
300
that's
and
right.
whatever miles an hour
NHRA, yeah.
into a wall, man.
He lost a finger.
He did.
did.
He
He
did.
He didn't really
But he
lose
sounded-
it. He said it
he
was
sounded
in the
very-
glove.
How many people have lost their doggone lives in those boats?
I don't
Hey,
know.
look, if I said, like, dude, what happened to your finger? I was going 300 miles an hour in a dragster. Fucking,
Here's the video.
whatever happened, wheel pops off.
I think I would-
Smashing
I
the
think I
wall.
would- yeah,
I was going 310 before that. Like, if that's how you lost your finger, man, it's not like you're, I don't know, You've seen the guy who sticks his fucking finger in a lion's den trying to fuck with him and just rips it off, or the guy who gets his finger ripped off by a shark.
I'm with Mike. I'd rather deal with the trauma of the dragster than just drowned upside down as I can't get out of my harness.
Again, I go back to the grave, man. I can't do that.
Freezing cold water.
For the record, I'm going to go down to the Museum of Flight. You watch the planes take off on Saturday. I plan on spending a little bit of time in that beer garden.
You said it opens at 10 a.m. That seemed to be your big appeal.
And he's going to be 3 shots deep by the time he gets in there.
Right. So I'm just saying, if anybody listens to the podcast, if you're going by with your family, pop into the beer garden.
Man, I gotta go. I've never been there before. Museum of Flight.
Oh,
You
dude,
still
go.
haven't been?
No.
I've done an auction in there, Miles.
Where is
Yeah.
it?
Boeing.
Yeah.
So it's down here.
Yeah, Thrill has gone on and on for years about it. He's 100% right. Go to that hops and props thing.
It is.
All right, but if you go there and it's not something, can you still get a beer? So do I need to wait for one of these
I
festivals?
don't know, to be honest with you.
Might be able to.
I mean, they have like a little, I don't know, like a little space.
I mean,
needle,
keep in mind,
beer.
you're near Boeing, so I think if you leave the parking lot, there are probably
Well, I
plenty of places
I know
to go.
that. I'm just saying,
just
like,
not in there.
if I'm there and I can walk around and drink a beer, that would be cool.
I don't think so. But those special events, like hops and props, I think is the only one you could probably walk around in. Like this one, you got to stay in the beer garden.
That's
you
fine.
can't even hang out.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
I mean, it looks like it. They got a place called Wings Cafe down there.
Maybe you can.
Hey, they got beers.
All right,
there you go.
There you go.
Okay, so you can
Go
anytime.
down there,
You can
Miles.
go anytime and get a beer.
Yeah.
Miles, honestly,
Not that that's a requirement.
Beer-
But I'm saying if they had a beer festival, I'd probably end up going there.
Hell yeah.
instead.
but beer or not, it is just a really cool museum.
It's a great museum, man. It's an actual asset, I think, to the area. It's just that it's not downtown, so a lot of people don't think about it.
Yeah.
But it blows away
Well, I mean,
most
it's
of the
close
stuff we have
enough,
down.
right?
But
It's right down here.
It is, but you can't, like, if you're here and you're walking around,
Oh,
like,
I
you could
get
walk to
what you're
Mopop,
saying.
do this, do
I get what
that.
you're saying.
But that place is absolutely worth going to.
Well, remember a couple years ago, Mike and I were supposed to be in the plane with the Golden Knights.
Yeah.
So we get up, we get there early,
We're refreshed.
right? We meet everybody. They take us through the whole thing. They scare the shit out of us.
Yeah.
And then they go, oh, we're not taking off because of the weather. So,
And wasn't it like 20 minutes later it broke open?
yeah. But I look at Mike, I go, we had a cooler in his trunk. So we sat in the parking lot and had a quick beverage.
Damn right.
There you go.
But I mean, they put the fear of God in us. Like how our stomachs were going to feel, this and that. So we got out there, I was like, well, let's tailgate. We almost did something
And
cool.
I don't do heights, man. And Ryan was just having way too much fun with that one. Wants to get us out there skydiving. I'm like, hell no.
Come on, man. You got to do it.
I don't want to,
I know
man.
you don't want to.
Well, they're not here this year, so
No,
we won't
they're
see
not.
our buddy Ryan, but I'm sure they'll be back. I'm still convinced those guys don't jump. When I went to the Army-Navy game, they didn't jump. You could ask Mike. As soon as they canceled, I called my brother and I go, Chris, you won't fucking believe it. They're not jumping again.
Is it weather?
Yeah. There's just certain weather they can't jump in.
Like bad wind, I'm guessing.
Wind, and it was like, that was one of those days where it was like super, like that marine layer was still in here.
Okay.
So, I mean, it was like borderline chilly. And Army-Navy, I don't know, that day was so cold, but it's just one of those jokes between me and my brother. We're like, do these guys ever jump?
And
Has anyone been struck by lightning while they're skydiving?
I can't imagine that you would because there's nothing to ground you.
Is that what it's all about?
I think you
So I could I'm
Well, if
doing
you're
this through a
grounded-
thunderstorm. There's lightning around, but it's not attracted to me because there's
Well,
nothing.
planes,
grounded.
planes,
more-
planes get hit by lightning, but they're also metal.
They're metal.
They're metal.
Sure.
So that makes more sense.
I think it's more static. I'm
Okay.
talking way outside my zone of knowledge.
I'm just
so I'm probably
thinking
getting
like
this completely
that would
wrong, but-
fucking suck that I'm skydiving and get hit by a bolt of lightning.
All right, bitches, enjoy the weekend. Don't forget till we announce the 20th anniversary party that's going down September the 6th, the Saturday, Black Raven from 1 until 6. Tickets are only $20, but that gets you a glass, get you a koozie, and your first drink. So we're charging you that for that. Other than that, free music all day and a lot of food for you, too.
Yeah, something like that. I hope you enjoyed. Oh, shit. CIVM. Episode CIVM.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network.
Oh, man!
A Double Flush production.
There's luxury. And then there's Monogram. At Judd and Black, you can experience both. Right now, with Monogram's 1 for you, 1 for free rebate, when you purchase select premium appliances, you'll get another absolutely free. Shopping at Judd and Black, you get personalized service, expert guidance, and luxury delivered. Browse online at juddblack.com or find the best deals in our Bellingham showroom off Exit 254. Judd and Black, your hometown appliance store for over 85 years.
Ready to explore Europe the striped way? Then fly with Condor Airlines. With non-stop flights to Frankfurt, Germany, it's easy to connect to vibrant destinations across Europe. Whether you're sipping espresso in stylish Milan or raising a stein at Oktoberfest in Munich, Condor makes your journey just as enjoyable as your destination. With spacious cabins and relaxing service, your vacation starts the moment you board. Fly the striped way. Visit condor.com today.
Looking for a dealership that truly cares about you? Discover the difference at Toyota of Bellingham. Here, we prioritize on providing a world-class experience, not just making a sale. Toyota of Bellingham's mission? To build lasting relationships and be your go-to for all things automotive, sales, service, and parts. With a stellar 4.6 Google rating and being voted the best dealership in 3 counties for 4 consecutive years, we're dedicated to excellence. Toyota of Bellingham, where customer satisfaction drives us. Visit our showroom today or check us out online at toyotaofbellingham.com.